รายการนี้เป็นรายการทั่วไปสามารถรับชมได้ทุกวัย
สวัสดีครับ Hi, you're watching Hello English, your English program. I'm your host, Bukrit Trairat. Now today we will visit a place called ปลายทาง Life, located in Talingshan, Suphanburi. Now this restaurant serves nothing but clean and healthy food, and one of their main ingredients are lotuses. So just how tasty will it be? Let's go find out in English Magazine.
Hello everyone, welcome to Hello English. My name is Nan Kamonanruddit and today we are bringing you to this amazing place called ปลายทาง Life, which is located in Thailand's city of Lotus. This is the only place in Thailand and possibly the world that has such a wide range of menus and products from Lotus. Shall we?
ปลายทาง Life Garden Restaurant is a destination for foodies who want to try unusual dishes.The restaurant is located on the Taling Chan Suphanburi Road in the Lat Bua Loang district of Pathum Thani province. Pai Tang Life is the only restaurant we know of that serves only dishes made with different parts of the lotus plant. It is an alternative for health-conscious diners. The lotus plant is an ingredient that can be used in many diverse kinds of food and drink.Most importantly, each part of the lotus plant contains beneficial nutrients that are good for you. To make the health food, the cook chooses different parts of the lotus plant to use as ingredients, such as the seeds, the leaves, the petals, the anthers, and the root.There are 40 different items on the menu at Pai Tang Life, all of which are made with lotus as the main component. For instance,There's steamed rice wrapped in lotus leaf. Mian bua luang, spicy pork soup with lotus root, and drinks like tea made from lotus anthers. Coffee with lotus anthers. original flavour lotus root beverage and lotus root beverage mixed with longan juice. Dessert selections include lotus seed ice cream, and lotus stem in syrup. In the restaurant, besides tasting health food made from lotus, you can look at many products made from lotus, like teas made from the anthers of all different varieties of lotus and water lily that you can take home to brew yourself as a healthy herbal tea. And there are lotus root chip snacks. These dishes made with lotus are a good choice for people who are concerned about their health and want to eat natural food. Bai Tang Life also serves its customers with an interesting range of lotus-related products. It may be the only restaurant in Thailand, and perhaps the world, that specializes in lotus dishes exclusively. Anyone who's interested will have to come and try it, and then they'll know that lotus can really be used to make all kinds of food that taste just as good as other kinds of food.
Ply Thang Lai's food court, the meeting point for those who seek different food in Pathum Thani province, Thailand's city of lotus. Only the best souvenirs and healthy food can be found here. This 17 rai of lotus field is ready to provide knowledge of food from lotus, ranging from how to cook it, healthy recipes, to cultivation and farming. Although this place has received lots of interest from a lot of senior people, please do come here and try the drinks and food in the restaurant, and you will know that healthy food is a lot more than just plain and tasteless, but rather quite exciting and delicious dishes, such as fried rice wrapped in lotus leaf, lotus ice cream, and lots of lotus drinks, and many, many unexpected products. Drive here to enjoy the excellent food and products, or alternatively, you can also order delivery from the website. This is very delicious.
Wow, not only is the food healthy and delicious, but is also original and unique, just like the lotus ice cream. Wow, I've never heard of that, but I would love to try it. Well, up next in English Club, we'll meet with Nong Nan, who is a stage performer, and one day she hopes to be on the big Broadway stage. So let's go to Tot and meet her now in English Club.
Swadikap. Hello everyone, welcome to English Club. I'm Tosatham Piam Sambun. Today's special guest is a performer and also an actress as well, and the special thing about our special guest is that she's never went to an international school but managed to live in the United Kingdom, graduated with a great degree there, and she also is based in England and both in Thailand. So we'll know more about her career and also her development in English. So let's meet today's special guest. Please welcome Kun Nan. Swadikap.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Swadikap. So before we talk about your career, could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hello everyone, my name is Nan Gamonandruddit. I graduated in musical theatre for both of my bachelor and master's degrees, and currently I'm working as an actor, a performer, and also waiting to start my PhD in theatre in London.
Wow, so it seems that you're very busy working as performer, actress, and also pursuing a PhD. Wow, you're going to be Dr. Nan very soon.
Well, not very soon, because that would be like 4 years if I manage to finish it.
Well, in the foreseeable future then.
Yeah.
So talking about your career and your graduation, why did you decide to pursue a degree in musical theatre?
Ever since I was young, when I was in Thailand, I was really interested in performing arts. But then my family, we're not artist family. Like none of my family members are artists or singers or anything. So the only thing that I could do related to performing arts is to participate in Thai drama clubs and traditional Thai dance and Thai music. So I did a lot of that when I was young as a part of this school. And I really enjoy the feeling of being on stage. And it's not just being on stage, but it's more like you're being on stage, but you're showing something that you can do.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I like the attention, but it's more like I like the feeling that I'm showing my talent.
Yeah.
I'm showing what I have been practicing and what I really do believe in.
So talking about that, you said that your family are not artists.
No.
Who influenced you, or what influenced you to be an artist and go up on stage and love the feeling?
It's a very it's rather weird, because none of my parents ever encouraged me to, you know, do you want to take singing class, you want to take dance class. It's not that they're against it, but it's just like my mom teaches Thai, so you see, so I grew up in I read a lot when I was young, so I was just at home reading and stuff like that. But I guess although my mom's a teacher, she loves singing, and I guess that's when I wouldn't say that she encouraged me, but it's something that I felt like, oh, she likes singing, so it must be a good thing to do. It must be a good hobby to do. And actually, it wasn't until I think I was in Mathayom Siksa, and I had to read some English books as a part of the English class, and I didn't want to read it, so I watched it instead. And one of the books is Phantom of the Opera, and that's when I bought a DVD and I watched it at home. And it was like a click. It's almost like a click that I was just like, oh, actually this is, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was musical theatre. I just know that it's like a bunch of people singing and acting some really great plot.
So some people would look at it and just be like, cool, but you looked at it and you're like, wow, this is what I like, right?
Yeah, I felt like I really, really wanted to do it. But at that time, of course, because I was not in an artist family and I didn't get to take any classes, I was just like, it was just a dream. It was something that I would really, really love to do in the future, but I didn't know how. And I guess a part of me always thought that, you know, it wouldn't come true anyway. It's just something that, you know, like a lot of people want to be singer and we want to be celebrity, and we're just like, yeah, it's a nice dream, but
it's hard to make it a reality.
Yeah, I think it wasn't until I was in grade 11th, like mo 5, that I went to see the 25th anniversary of Phantom of the Opera. They were showing it in Paragon, in the cinema in Paragon, and I was there alone by myself because nobody wanted to go with me. So I went to see it by myself, and I was just like, no, this is what I have to do. This is what I want to do with my life. Yeah.
So seeing it live really influenced you that I have to do this. You have to do this.
Yeah, it's really weird because it's that strong passion. I don't know what it is. I know what it's called, but it's something like, it's that drive that I'm just like, I would do nothing else. I would do this. Yeah.
I understand your feeling when some people see something and they really love. It's like, this is what I have to do. For you, it was the Phantom of the Opera and musical theatre. But the thing that we're really interested in is that you went to Thai school all your life, including your bachelor's degree, right?
No, that was in Singapore.
All right.
But from like kindergarten to mo 6.
Yeah, that's the thing we want to know. Having no English training in academic before.
yeah.
What made you decide to go overseas, first to Singapore and then all the way to the United Kingdom with no basic skills in English? What gave you that bravery, or what made you wanted to go overseas?
Well, pure dream. I think it's pure passion, because it's not so much about the fact that I want to study abroad or I want to study somewhere else that's not Thailand. It's not so much about that, but it's more like I really want to pursue my career as a performer or as a musical theatre performer. And at that time, there's not really any course in Thailand that offers things that I want to do. Like of course we have theatre, we have this and that, but for me, when I looked at the curriculum, and I was just like, it doesn't really answer what I want to do directly, and that's when I started to look outside. Yeah, and I found a bunch of universities in England and in Singapore as well, and that's why I applied.
And going overseas for the first time, and also not just going for a visit, but living there, pursuing a degree there, how did you overcome the language barrier? You know, being in Thailand, speaking Thai to your family, to your friends, then all of a sudden going overseas and speaking a completely different language.
It is hard. It is hard. I'm not gonna lie, but I think maybe I'm a bit lucky that when I was in high school, I just well, apart from my interest in drama and in acting, I love English as well, like the English language. I already love it. So when I was in high school, I tried to practice my speaking and stuff like that, but obviously it's not so much compared to like actually using it in everyday life. It's not the same. So when I went there, well, funny thing is, most of the time it's all about pretending that you understand in school, because but then when you go back home, you have to do research about it, you have to find more information about it. But for me, my trick is when I was in school, like my first year in Singapore, and because I went to drama school, so it's not just sitting in class and they teach you, it's more like you have to actually come in front of the class and do something, or they would just give you a script, and then you have to read it for 10 minutes and then you perform. It's something that lots of times I didn't understand every single word, but I try to understand the overall meaning, and then I try to like do my best to just like, I'm performing and I hope it's right, you know, something like that. And but then every time I go back home, I have to be like, okay, today I didn't know these words. What do they mean? And stuff like that. And I think talking to other people help you a lot as well. And I think the key is to be brave about it. I think, because obviously people know you're not a native speaker, but it's not helpful at all if you're just like, because I'm not a native speaker, so I'm gonna hang out with Thai people only, and I don't want to speak, and I feel embarrassed about my accent or something like that. Because when I went to Singapore, I didn't have this accent. I had like quite a Thai accent, and I felt embarrassed, I admit it, like a bit embarrassed, because most of my friends are from America, from Sweden, you know, everyone has good accent. And I was just like, I don't have a very good accent. But then the thing is, if you don't have a good accent, then you just practice it, because
just
if you
keep
don't,
on developing,
just keep on building it.
It's like you see what your flaws are and you must develop it. Okay, so moving on to another question now is about your acting career, your performance career. It seems that there's a lot of Thai people who want to audition, maybe for musical theatre, or even on dramas or screen or filmmaking. What tips can you give Thai people or Thai kids before the audition? What must they prepare themselves? What are some key elements that they must do? I know it's different for everyone, but what are some basics, just in case there's some people watching and they're like, I want to pursue a career in acting, but before audition, what do I need? Before
audition, well, the most important thing is you need to prepare. And I think when you think you have prepared it, when you think, okay, I know my lines, I know my song, I can sing it, don't be so confident about it, because you need to make sure you know it, not just by heart, but let's say like, I know it for 100%. No, you have to know it 200%, because you're never going to know what's going to happen in an audition. because chances are you think you're ready.
Right.
You go into an audition room, then they're just like, yeah, do you have any other songs?
Wow.
Or they just say, can you just sing the second verse? Because I don't want to hear the first verse. And if you think I can sing the whole song, but you go in there and then they're just like, can I have half of the song? And then you're like, sorry, when does it start? Like, when do I have to sing? That looks really bad. So I guess my advice is, and it's what I'm trying to do,
Yeah,
it's what my
yeah.
friends are trying to do, is to actually know your material by heart and be really good with it. Because especially your lines, if you have to do a monologue and you go in there, and let's say like you had a really, really bad morning.
Right.
You go in there late, you're just like all sweating and you feel really bad, and it's just like, okay, whenever you're ready, then you're like, oh, ooh, I forgot my line.
Wow.
Yeah, because
it's like the nerves kicked in, right?
Yeah, because you're never gonna know, because it's never gonna be like when you rehearse at home, and there are people, and you never know. Maybe you go in there, you see someone that, let's say your idol, sitting there, and you're just like, oh, I don't know how.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So just make sure you're prepared and make sure you know everything by heart, not just a part of it, but the whole thing,
but
the
the whole
core.
thing. And I guess when you go in there, you always do your best. After that, you leave, and you don't take it personal. I think that's my advice, because
Okay.
I like to take it personal, and that's really bad.
Yeah, you can't do that. Okay, and
Yeah.
just before we go, because we're almost out of time, for everyone watching this TV program right now, if they want to go out of the box, just like you said, you know, you looked in Thailand and there wasn't a degree that suits you, so you went outside the box. Can you give them some motivation to just go ahead and explore the whole world and be brave? Please go ahead.
I think you need to realize what your dreams are, and once you realize what they are, keep pursuing it, even though it's going to be hard, and it will be hard. It will be very challenging, but keep doing it.
Okay, Kunnan, thank you very much for
Thank
being on our
you.
program. ขอบคุณมากๆนะ
Thank
ครับ
you ขอบคุณค่ะ
So I guess we learned a lot about what it takes to be an actress, a performer, and also to step outside of the box. The world's a big place, so make sure you keep on exploring and be brave. But we're all out of time, so see you next time. สวัสดีครับ
Nong Nan is a very talented young lady, and I'm sure one day we will see her on the Broadway stage. So keep up the great work. And now it's time for English Corner. Let's see what Ajahn Pui and Ajahn Kip have for us today.
สวัสดีค่ะคุณผู้ชมคะขอต้อนรับเข้าสู่ English Corner ค่ะดิฉันปุ๋ยสิตาค่ะ
กิฟจิตรสุพังค์ค่ะพี่ปุ๋ยค่ะจำได้ไหมคะพี่ปุ๋ยเคยสัญญากับกิฟไว้
ว่าอะไรคะ
ว่าถ้าฝนหยุดตกเมื่อไหร่ เราจะไปออกกำลังกายกันค่ะ
Well you know I must keep a promise I made
พี่ปุ๋ยรักษาสัญญาเสมอใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ค่ะถูกต้องค่ะ
keep a promise แปลว่ารักษาสัญญาแล้วมีคำอื่นไหมคะ
keep one's word
keep one's word
ใช่ค่ะ
ตัวอย่างละคะ
เช่น I always keep my word ฉันเป็นคนรักษาคำพูดเสมอเลยค่ะ
ค่ะสองคำมีอีกไหมคะ
จริงๆมีอีกนะอย่างเช่น you have my word ใช่ก็คือคุณเนี่ยเหมือนกับได้เหมือนกับคำมั่นสัญญาของฉันไปแล้วอะไรแบบ
ก็คือฉัน
เนี้ย
สัญญากับเธอแล้วนะ
ใช่ค่ะ
ฉันจะรักษามัน
ใช่
ใช่ไหม
ค่ะ
คะสรุปแล้วนะคะวันนี้เราก็ได้เรื่องรักษาสัญญามา3คำนะคะอันแรกก็คือ keep a promise อันที่2ก็คือ keep one's word แล้วก็ you have my word ใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ค่ะ
พี่ปุ๋ยค่ะ
ค่ะ
ฝนหยุดตกสักพักแล้วค่ะ
ค่ะ
เราจะไปออกกำลังกายกันไหมคะ
ก็ดีนะคะแต่ว่าถือว่าเราต้องไปช้อปปิ้งกันก่อนค่ะ
พี่ปุ๋ยคะช้อปปิ้ง
ใช่
ออก
ค่ะ
กำลังกายต้องช้อปปิ้ง
ใช่ค่ะดิฉันเป็นนักอุปกรณ์ดีเด่นค่ะฉันก็ต้องไปซื้อเราไม่รู้เราจะไปเล่นอะไรเนาะ
ค่ะ
เช่นเราจะไปตีเทนนิสเราก็ต้องซื้อไม้เทนนิสซื้อชุดเทนนิสด้วย
ชุด
เราก็จะมี
สำคัญ
หรือว่ากอล์ฟดีอ่ะก็ต้องไปซื้อไม้กอล์ฟก่อนเดี๋ยวต้องไปปรึกษาพี่โปรกอล์ฟก่อนเนาะหรือว่าจะชุดว่ายน้ำดีค่ะเราไม่รู้จะต้องเล่นอะไรก็ต้องไปช้อปปิ้งก่อนค่ะ
ค่ะ ไปช้อปปิ้งกันดีกว่าค่ะ
ค่ะคุณผู้ชมคะเราไปช้อปปิ้งกันก่อนค่ะไว้กลับมาพบกับ English Corner กันใหม่ครั้งหน้าสวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, but unfortunately, it's all the time that we have. If you have any comments or suggestions you would like to give us, please send it to the address on the screen. I'm your host, Bu Krit Trairat. See you next time on Hello English. สวัสดีครับ